Candidates running in the Texas primary continue campaigning to win your vote.
For the next several days, we're focusing on some of the key races, including the 32nd Congressional District in Dallas and Collin counties. Political reporter Jack Fink joining us now with more on these candidate profiles. Jack, what do you got?
Well, Ken and Gilma, today we are profiling Democrat George Rodriguez, a lawyer who says he has been in Dallas all of his life. He says two key issues facing North Texans have impacted him as a small business owner.
I've been an immigration lawyer for almost 23 years. That's a mailer, if I've highlighted it.
Democrat George Rodriguez, who works with his wife at their immigration law office in Dallas, says his family decided to make the commitment to run after noticing the impact the national debate on immigration has taken on their clients.
I see the anxiety and I see the fear of people coming in that I've never seen before.
Rodriguez supports granting a path to citizenship for 1.8 million people who were brought here illegally by their parents when they were young. But he opposes President Trump's plan to expand the wall along the southern border and limit family migration to spouses and children.
I'm not for an open border. I've been an immigration attorney for 23 years. That's my business, right? And I want our country secure. That's important to us. But we've got to do it the right way.
As a business owner, Rodriguez says he knows what it's like to sign paychecks and pay for employees' health care.
As a small business owner, I know what it's like to struggle year after year to get insurance coverage for my employees.
That's why he says fighting for universal health care is among his top priorities.
We need to go back. We need to revisit the Affordable Care Act. We've never had any type of major legislation passed in this country that didn't need subsequent legislation to get it fixed and to get it right. And defunding and gutting the ACA is not the answer.
Rodriguez says another top priority, if elected, is to follow up on the Me Too movement. He wants to craft a bill that would update sexual harassment guidelines and how businesses handle complaints.
It's not just enough to speak up. I think we need to take an action. And, you know, as a man, I think it's important that we do this.
For Rodriguez, his candidacy is a chance to give back.
I've been volunteering with youth leadership programs here for over 2 decades. And it's important for me to make sure that the opportunities that were there for me when I was growing up are here for them and for future generations.
Rodriguez hasn't raised nearly as much money as 3 other candidates in the crowded Democratic primary, but he says that's not stopping him from spreading his message, especially on social media.
So, Jack, aside from Brett Shipp, who's another candidate, he's a former investigative reporter here in town. There's a crowded field of other Democrats also vying for this job. How hard is it going to be for Rodriguez to stand out?
Well, this is a challenge for a lot of candidates, and the fact that Rodriguez doesn't have as much money as some of the other candidates will make it that much more difficult for him to break through. But I haven't seen any polling in this race just yet, so we really don't have a very accurate way to measure support other than fundraising.
Right.
So anyway, coming up tonight at 5 o'clock, we're going to be profiling Colin Allred, a former NFL player turned civil rights attorney who now wants to become a congressman.